Welcome to Peacefulness, Charlie. I am Charlie, and today's affirmation is I am resilient. Sometimes it's really hard to bounce back from things in our life that are causing us stress or maybe big changes. And sometimes it's just really hard to get up in the morning, to get motivated, to make it through the day. This practice is all about building resilience. So let's get started. You might bring a blanket or some blocks to this practice to get going. We're going to start in a comfortable seat, maybe bringing a blanket up underneath the hips to help lift them up. And we'll get started, maybe bringing the hands to the knees here, maybe taking a moment to roll up through the spine, head over heart, heart over pelvis. Maybe closing the eyes or softening the gaze to start. And just dropping in here. Notice if there's any stiffness or tightness in the body. Just notice. Maybe your mind's running a million different ways, thinking of all the things that need to be done, or maybe the pressures of what tomorrow will bring. Just notice. Maybe we'll let those float away for just right now so that we can be present in this moment together. You take one more breath here. And we're just going to bring that chin to the chest here, stretching through the back of the neck. Whenever you're ready, we're going to bring the left ear over the left shoulder here. Feeling that stretch in the right side of the neck. Maybe bringing the right fingertips down to the mat here. If you want a little bit more, we'll flex the right fingertips up. And breathe here. Taking one more breath here. And release that, bringing the chin to the chest. And then we're just going to take it over to the right side. Right ear over right shoulder. Maybe bringing those left fingertips to the mat here. If you want a little more, maybe flexing the right fingers up. Don't forget the breath here. One more breath. Whew. And then we'll release that, bringing the head over the heart again. We're going to come to all fours. Coming to a tabletop position. Bringing the wrists underneath the shoulders here. The knees directly underneath the hips. We'll start with a few cat-cows here as we inhale, drop the belly, open through the chest, look forward. And exhale, round through the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, drop the belly. And exhale, round through the spine. Follow your breath here. Notice what this feels like in the body today. One more time here. As we bring it back to a neutral spine, we're going to do a few torso circles here. So we'll drop the belly again like we did in our cat-cow. Only we'll take it in a circle. So we bring arch through the back here. Breathing deep. Just taking it in a few circles here. And then reverse your circle. All right. We'll bring it back to center and we're going to flip onto the toes. Coming into a little foot stretch here. Keeping the hands on the mat. Trying to press through that pinky toe. All right. We'll bring it back to our tabletop position here. Now we're going to take the knees for a few circles. Starting with the right knee. Bring it down, up and around. Try to see if you can press evenly between both hands here. Not dumping all that weight into the left hand. And then we'll reverse the circle. All right, and we'll take it to the other side. Bring that left knee up and around. And then reversing it. One more time here. And releasing that. We're going to come into a bouncing table variation here. So pressing into all 10 fingertips. We're going to lift that right knee up. Bring the foot towards the ceiling here. Again, trying to place your weight evenly between both hands, engaging through your center, long in the neck, gaze straight down. Inhale in, and on an exhale, we're just going to bring that knee up and in, bringing the nose towards the knee. Inhale, we'll bring it back. And exhale, nose towards knee. One more time. Then we'll release that and take it to the other side. Bring that right knee up. Bringing the foot towards the ceiling here. Gaze straight down. Nice and long through the neck here. Whenever you're ready, on an exhale, we'll bring it up and in. Nose towards the knee, rounding through the spine. Inhale, bringing it up, and exhale, bringing it in. All right, then we're going to release that, bringing the wrists where the hands were. We're going to come into a Sphinx pose here. Getting yourself set up here, elbows underneath the shoulders, hands parallel, straight forward. Tugging those shoulders back as you inhale, look forward. Then we're going to bring the right knee up. Coming into a little half frog here. You may come here. You may bring it closer towards the calf here, whatever feels best in your body. All right. And whenever you're ready, we're going to go ahead. We're going to lift up through that right arm, and we're just going to slide that left arm underneath the right here. Coming into a thread the needle variation. Bringing the right hand towards the top of the mat. Breathing deep here. One more breath. And then we'll release that. We'll take it to the other side. Coming back to our Sphinx pose to start. Maybe taking the hips a little side to side, noticing how that feels. And then we'll bring that right knee up. Taking a few breaths here. And wherever you're ready, we'll lift that right hand up and the left hand up and slide the right hand through. Bring that left hand towards the top of the mat. Two more breaths here. All right, and then release it. Come back to our Sphinx pose. And then we'll bring the hands down by the ribs as we come up. And walk it back. Coming up onto the feet here. For another little froggy variation. Keeping the hands on the mat, we'll rock a little side to side here. Again, stretching through the feet, through the hips. Whenever you're ready, we're going to walk it out to a plank. And then we'll bring it into a downward facing dog. Stretching it out here in our downward facing dog. Whenever you're ready, we'll come to stillness here. Take one breath in and let it out the mouth. On an inhale, we're going to come to the knees. And on an exhale, we're going to come into a child's pose. On your inhale, we'll come up. And on an exhale, we'll come into a downward facing dog. We're going to flow just like this a couple times. Inhale, coming into that child's pose. Exhale, diving in. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, downward facing dog. One more time, following your breath. Next time you're in downward facing dog, we're going to slowly walk to the front of our mat. Taking your time. Coming into a forward fold. Maybe clasping the elbows here, rocking a little side to side. Maybe shaking the head a little yes and a little no. Whenever you're ready, we'll halfway lift, coming either to the shins or the thighs, whatever feels comfortable. And exhale, release one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, release. On the next inhale, we'll bring the hands all the way up high. And on an exhale, we're gonna take it to the right side here. Hands out long. Inhale, come back to center, hands up high. And exhale, we're gonna take it to the left side. Inhale, hands up high. And exhale, we're just gonna bring it down the center line, bringing the hands to the heart. I'm gonna come to the center of our mat here, taking the legs out long. Toes slightly pointing in. Whenever you're ready, we're gonna take the hands out too, coming into a star pose here. Noticing what it feels like to take up space today. Whenever you're ready, we're going to take this star pose in a circle here. So we'll start by coming to the right side, coming down to the right foot here, bending through the right knee. And then we'll slide the hands across the mat, coming over to the left side. And on an exhale, we'll bring it all the way back up. And we're going to do this just a couple more times, following our breath. Inhale, come down to the right side. Exhale, come to the left and bring it back up. Nice and gentle. And we'll take it to the other side here. First coming to the left. And bringing it back up again. 2 more times here. You got this, following the breath. All right, we'll bring the hands up high. And exhale, we're just going to come into a fold here. Bringing the hands to the mat or to blocks. Whatever you need today. Taking one more breath. And then we're going to slowly walk the feet in, coming back into that little froggy posture we were in earlier. Again, taking it side to side here. If you would like, we can come into Malasana, maybe taking that block, putting it underneath the hips here. Whenever you're ready, we'll bring the hands to the heart, elbows wide. Taking one breath here. And then we'll release that. Moving your block to the side if you used one. We'll come onto our butt here, bringing the legs out long. Coming into a forward fold here, we'll inhale, lift the hands up high. And exhale, Bringing them up and over. Maybe bringing the hands to the feet, the ankles, or the shins. Just finding a place here where you can rest the head. One more breath. And then we'll bring the knees up here. Coming in for a little hug. Bringing the eyes to the knees here if it feels good. One more breath here. And I'll bring it into a bound angle pose, bringing the feet together, knees out wide. Maybe taking a moment to rub the toes or the feet, maybe the ankles. Maybe clasping the ankles or the toes here. We'll inhale, lengthen through the spine. And exhale, bring the elbows side to side. We're going to round through the spine here. Bring the chin to the chest. And after one more breath, we're going to grab the knees here and bring them together as we come onto our backs. We'll start by bringing the knees into the chest here, maybe rocking a little side to side. We'll bring the feet to the mat. We're just going to windshield wiper them side to side. Until eventually they'll work their way to the bottom of the mat. Until we have arrived in Shavasana. Taking a moment to get comfortable here. And bring the hands out by the sides. Take a moment here to fully surrender. The obstacles in life are inevitable, but taking a moment here to surrender, to clear your mind, to drop in, always helps. Maybe taking a moment to notice any sensations in the body. Maybe even your mind is still racing. Just notice. Whenever you're ready, we'll roll on to one side, any side. Taking a moment here to come into a fetal position for just a breath or two. Rounding through the back body. All right, whenever you're ready, we'll come up to that comfortable seat we started in. Thank you for joining me in this practice. Whenever you're ready, we'll bring the hands to the heart. Light in me honors the beautiful light in you. Namaste.